Hi, this is Ajay Jangid in this video and you are watching Jogi and You. In this video, we will find the square root of 5 by long division method, the full value of root 5. So how many of you knows where this method came from? If you knows, then comment down. And for others, this long division method came from Vedic maths. This root 5 is irrational number and the value of any irrational number is endless after decimal, or you can say till infinite. So let's see how to do it without calculator. The process is little bit lengthy, but if you want, you can calculate its value for lifelong with accuracy. Firstly, let's make some blank space here for the question. The question is on the left side and put the number on the right side of which we are going to find the square root. And to find the square root, we have to draw some lines here like this. You have to maintain these kind of lines in long division method. Like you have to keep a blank space of a digit below the 5 here. So just see on the left side what will be here. And for that, firstly understand the squaring. Then we will understand d-squaring so that we can complete this process. Because we are here for the d-squaring of 5. So make 2 spaces here as I did, and this is mandatory. And maintain this format in every step and every portion. Don't worry, I will tell you why I did this, but now draw it as I did. But what if the number written here were not single digit number, or might be a double digit number, or might be a multi-digit number? And for that, make the pair of 2 two-digit number from the unit side here. But we have a single digit number here, so how will we solve it? So for that, I put a 0 here before the number to make the pair. But yes, put it before 5 because only 5 and 05 is same. I only added 0 to make the pair. Before doing anything, let me tell you about Unacademy's Ask a Doubt feature, which is for class 6 to 12th of CBSE board, and it's absolutely free. For this, just open Unacademy app, and after that, you can ask unlimited doubts here, and then you get high quality videos in Hindi and English. For doing that, just click here, then set your goal here. I have already did it. You can change it later also by clicking on change at the bottom side. That is manage goals. Click here and search CBSE. All classes will be in the front of you. Suppose I choose class 9th, language I choose English, and then you can clear your doubts by clicking on start learning. So keep scrolling down until you find ask doubt. So choose second one from both these options, your doubts. So after clicking on this, we have this interface. I have checked some solutions, so it's showing that first time it will be like this. Here we have 2 options. Take a picture and choose from gallery. We will choose take a picture and take a question from 10th maths and see what solution we get. Question 4 from the exercise 6.5 and click the photo of it. Just rotate this and crop only question number 4. Then upload and select mathematics. Now we have our solution in front of us, so we opened it and now see what we have. Let's forward it. It's a part of solution. Let's get back. So did you see the solution we got in the great resolution? So it will ask you the review before next doubt. Did you like it or not? And after clicking on like button, we will have the option for next question. Now you can ask anything you want to. Whenever it asks you about the unlock code, your unlock code will be JANDY10. It will help you to get the access to free and 10% discount on paid or any iconic subscription courses. So let's get back to the original question. And the process to solve the long division method, if we do the square of any number like 2, so 2 multiply 2 is equal to 4, means 2 square is equal to 4. And the reverse process will also the same. I mean, you have to choose a number and square that number and minus the square from the given number, as the 5 is the given in this question. Is it seems lengthy? Let's see. For the d-squaring of 5, which biggest number should we put here so the square of that number comes same as 5 or less than 5? I mean the square shouldn't be more than 5. Like if we use 3, so the square of 3 is 9 and 9 is more than 5, so we can't use 3. We will use 2 here. So 2 multiply 2 is equal to 4. See this process carefully. So the multiply of these number will goes right side in minus because we will minus it from 5 as I told you before, and write the sum of these numbers below on the left side. and the number we chosen will go to the quotient here and will be the part of our answer. So 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. This is the main process of this question, so look clearly. The multiply will be on the right side to minus it from 5, and the sum of these will be on the left side. This space will remain empty until the next step. You have to maintain it in every step. If you see on the left side, the space I told you to maintain will be used for the next step. Like if we put any number here, 1 here and 1 here, so 41 multiply 1, that means 41. Or if I put 2 here or 2 below, so it will be 42 multiply 2. You can put any number according to our next step, but in division, we divide single portion and carry the number up to down after this one. But there's nothing to carry below, so what we'll be do is, we'll put all the zeros with decimals after 5. So the zeros after decimal means nothing, but it will help us to make the pairs and calculate the square root in several steps after decimal. If you know the rule of division, in that if you want to carry down anything after decimal, then firstly the decimal will be go to the quotient just like this. And now carry the pair of 2 zeros down here, so it becomes 100. Do you know why we took this 0 in the pair? Because squaring always done with the pairs, so the d-squaring will also be done in the pairs. And in the long division method, the digits will also be carried down with the pairs. So which number we should put here, so the multiply of that number comes same as 100 or less than 100. Like if we put 3 here, so 43 multiply 3, or 4 means 44 multiply 4. You have to do hit and try, but I have already did it, so I will use 2. So 42 multiply 2 is equal to 84, which we have to minus from 100. And the sum of these both numbers will be go in the left side by maintaining the blank space for the next step. And the number we used will go to the quotient. Now did you understand why I told you to maintain this space blank? I hope you get it now. So as we did in our last step, follow the same in the next step. So 100 minus 84 is equal to 16. So carry the next pair of 2 zeros and it becomes 1600. And on the left side we have 44. So if you understood the last step, if I put 3 here, the number will become 443 and 443 multiply 3. So we will use 3. So 443 multiplied by 3 is equal to 1329. So the multiply on the right side to minus it from 1600, and the sum of these two numbers will be in the left side below, and the number we used will go to the quotient. So 1600 minus 1329 is equal to 271. Carry the next pair below and it becomes 27,100. I hope you are getting this method. So 446 on the left side, it will become something as 4500 after placing any number here. So let me tell a easy hit and trial trick to solve big digit square roots in this method. I mean, you can't try all the 1 to 9 numbers and multiply with each to get the answer. It will take you years and years, I mean lot of time. But don't worry, I'm here to save your time. So assume this 446 something as 4500, because if you put any number here from 1 to 9, it will become near to 4500. So assume this 27,100 as 27,000. So if I multiply with 6, I mean 4466 multiply 6, we will got 26,796, which is nearest but less than 27,100. So the multiply is on the right side and the sum of both these will be on the left side. And the number we choose will go to the quotient. So this minus this is equal to 304. Same for the next step. Carry the pair down and it will become 30,400. And the sum is 4472. But if you understand the every step, then you can see that the number we have on the right side is 30,400 and on the left side is 4472. So if I put any number here, even 1, it will be more than 44,000, which is way more than 30,400. But we want a number is equal to or less than 30,000. So what to do now? This step is very confusing for many of students, even for the teachers also. They also can't understand what number should they put next. But without any confusion, let's take a 0 and multiply these numbers with 0. 44,720 multiplied by 0 is equal to all times 0. The sum is on the left side below and 0 will be go to the quotient. So 30,400 minus all the zeros is equal to 30,400. And for the next step, carry the next pair of two zeros below. It will become 30,40,000. Put any number here as I am picking 6. So the multiply is on the right side and the sum will be on the left side. And the chosen number will be go to the quotient. You can do it till infinite. The left side will become more big and same as the right side. Depends upon how much digits of value you want after decimal. There's no limit for it. So let's represent the quotient as answer like this, which is root 5 is equal to 2.23606 ... till infinite. So friends, I hope you understand that how to calculate the value of root 5 with decimals. So if you have any query or question of whom you want me to answer, then comment it below in the comment section. So friends, we have one more channel named Numerica Maths, in which we upload mathematics videos for class 8, 9th and 10th for the CBSE board. So if you found this useful, the link is in the description. And if you want more videos like this, then subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss any videos from us. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.